Evet sevgili dostlar, oyunumuza kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy, while the Protectorate decides.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
Nereden geçeceğim oğlum?
Through your decisions as consumers. What's more,
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about...
Please have you're not a transfer or visiting. Really? Here, all it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial. A shrewd negotiator. Enjoy from.
to take part in public protesting, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Anti-Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to shifting.
Take it up with the head office.
Apologies, but
Spare me yourself.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. There's anything else you need to know about the Esplanade. There's a definite. You're not thinking of trying. Oh, that's an easy one. Like who? Or, I only need details on anybody. No way you're getting to see her without it. Like most of our well, for.
Ne saçma bir şey ama.
Chemicals with Auntie's Choice. Tronicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Amına koyayım.
My quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. Division that earns us less. The ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
the story of Anti-Cleave.
What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter.
I'm sure this is impressive to someone,
Hero of meritocracy
but not me.
to Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As an
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. Exclusively at the bottom runner. We put the toxic in toxic.
Here we are.
My
The proverbial belly of the beast.
He's the more predacious.
Attention, morally gray outs. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment. Or as in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even. And you can see here as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes, because you are making a choice to grab destiny. And now I'm finished. You'll find VP Hewitt right over there. When you're done, please exit to your left, where 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting for you.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not, well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here. I've kept tabs on you.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but a daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wild. Your first assignment demonstrates something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, they've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're saying they're...
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities, aunties...
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes. Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands.
No, Ursula, it won't. Because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy.
Ne oldu lan?
So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
How do you know it's the best price?
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. In fact, that is what I summoned you here. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the order... To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders, and convince you're confident of fine quality at certain occupational tiers. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very... When it comes to the order, approach their laureates. They see... I was also going to suggest improving your oratory skills, but you seem rather eloquent. Certainly. Art, what is anyone apart from the functions? But you'll find the best choice in the upper...
Well, hello again.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Good luck, my
Don't
ameliorator.
let us keep
Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Allah Allah. Nereye gideceğiz lan? Şimdi oldu işte. Asansör nerede lan?
Quite the feat of engineering to keep...
Oh there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, Folks simply wandering around. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near. Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help exemplar Simon's been waiting. He is in the lab atop the hydraulic. There is a trail that leads, and given this.
Dur bakayım. Sağdan gideceğiz.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or who end up a close friend.
You there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course.
Sigaramı almaya gittim de.
Ain't this a sight? Class consciousness
That's
in
right,
action.
folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
Take whatever business you're running. Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Doors!
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy. Now,
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
talk is cheap, but my time
Can't help you.
is not.
Sorry.
Oğlum ben kimle konuşayım ama?
This feels less like an overt labor negotiation and more like a covert assassination operation. Of course, I'm fine with either, dear.
Machines have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption. It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about... It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility. And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dumber. Dumbly? If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. Their value is in providing their minuscule, and by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it. Well, that's all fine and good in your system. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms, Auntie. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you. Best of luck to you. Remember, do us Welcome. Did you make contact with workers? Well,
I've no qualms with turning this labor negotiation into a liquidation job, dear. Just say the word.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned non-employee professional caller coming out!
We don't want to make demands, but no in bottles and cans!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor... Remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and...
Right, that. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which anti-extract...
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure, and if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend, it is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Welcome back, Amelia. Auntie and I continue to have high hopes that you will come to shine under the spotlight of our illustrious gaze. So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour work days? $12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. Well, it's true that data shows higher worker productivity on sleep than on stims. I never imagined restful production being more cost-effective than longer hours. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than... All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. And more work means more profit. More than enough to cover the cost of the stims. I see your angle now, and it certainly is a shrewd one. Is there more, they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of... What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Oh my. You're probably right. It's been so long since I've shared a facility, I've forgotten how unpleasant it can be. I trust your What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions...
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair creme now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd, it don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved. Now, if you'll accept...
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my...
Bu kadar.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is about
Güzel oldu.
a thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Just like our sponsored Tosmo.
Bazen çok unutuyorum ya.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Head office tower.
And consume with Auntie's choice.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little...
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well, I suppose I can...
Anything else you'd like to report? Very well. We'll have your...
Hayda, bir görev daha verdi.
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered.
There you go again. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic dude.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary Insight Acquisition Division. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree. Attitude like that will take you far around. A few aspirational goals.
Which is to say, we'll make it more.
See you when it's...
Team's 32 backs benched. They forfeit by
Amına koyayım, uğraştığımız şeylere bak.
embarrassment of...
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here, might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I write it. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Her research was unconventional, surely. Do appreciate.
Yürü yürü bitmez ki amına koyayım.
This weather is quite conducive for cooling the archive, and unconducive for me feeling my fingers.
Terminate your terminal tampering. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Stand Internal records classify you a figure of ill repute.
Allow me, child. I have a familiar... Such an unproductive misuse of time.
But yeah.
Glad my decades wasted out.
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of personnel in here.
Ready to waste it, on your command.
assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNEAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. It's like a moon-sized computer to do it.
Ha siktir amına koyayım. Yo. Doğru mu gidiyoruz la biz? Geri döneceğiz.
Just stay focused, keep your head down, breathe, recite pi to 1,000 digits. What do you think those Protectorate subjects are doing over there?
Probably genuflect into the sovereign. The next poor fool who pops their head up will find themselves suddenly
Eviscerated or otherwise executed in accordance with Protectorate laws.
Record it analyzed.
Ne oluyor lan?
Back and scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Go for torpification.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
A hell of a fight took place here. Guessing the Protectorate won.
Şimdi burası en önemli yer. Dağın üstünde olduğuna göre şuradan çıkacağız.
Investigating hostiles.
Violence.
Exposure.
Participating in our vicinity.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Minimizing exposure.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Activating energy transmitter. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I'll handle this.
Spartan's ours. See, Protectorate's work, no doubt. Isn't there supposed to be a way to unseal this near the archive's entrance?
Hadi ama ya. Oğlum hiçbir yerde giriş yok ki ya. Of. Ha, giriş var mı diye bakıyorum. Varsa bir daha uğraşmayalım. Herhalde yok gibi. Köprüden geçeceğiz mecbur. Aynen.
Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Energy transmitter active. You strike me as the curious sort, dear. What is your most lettered field of study?
Lettered fields? No. Always been keen on ship engines, though. Skip drives, too.
Ah, skip drives are quite the enigma wrapped in spherical hyperalloy. I could talk your ear off about their theoretical fundamentals, but I suspect you seek more hands-on investigating hostile intent. Hostilities are afoot. Well, if only we had a device for closing rifts, like the one we found on Praetor. Proceeding to attack. Combatant scan. Fortificator at ready status. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan. Energy transmitter active.
Enemy inbound.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Haydi bakalım.
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Crossing our fingers don't count. If neither the Order or Auntie's Choice have managed to breach these fortifications...
I'm counting turrets, heavy infantry, at least one automech. Effectively, the works. I seriously recommend discussing. The Order desperately want to regain control of...
What about the Order? They've already got forces on Cloister, and they have every incentive to want to help take back the Archive.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling.
Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup, too. Many hands make for light... slaughter.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
I'll back you up because you've been there for me, but you easily may get us all killed.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all for... to the... We're all in this together.
Combatant observed.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Energy transmitter deployed. The battlefield's recharging.
Stranded on a hostile planet day. Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach on where you left. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a... Oh. Why? Just the other day, I reinvented fire. See you...
Evet. Nereden?
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Krabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Krabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
On their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Standing. Dreamt of coming here.
Calcaduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Forgive me, I found myself... Pardon us if we don't shake. So do I need... I still have trouble saying. If I would pass the No. Capitulate... Here, You are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded.
Is there a protectorate
Harmonizing
curativist in the house?
Greetings, sentient.
I feel rather woogly.
Welcome to the archive. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation. A means to effectively convey information to my express programmatical to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above, to attract the most
Is it broken?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decided information with the potential to offer. But why simply huck goods better? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 4. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. Cold storage will require servicing before. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I... Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable...
Bunları istiyorum, verin.
It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
Vay babanın ağzı. Vay babanın ağzı.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Give the order and I'll take it.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the Archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
Amına koyayım böyle işte.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst one, though.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. Please, I need to know how you access these machines. What did you press? I thought we'd tried everything. What in the name of the matriarch? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here. Wait, what did you do? You're what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. Is that a fact? Well, best of luck getting to me inside this secured room.
I'll handle this.
Got a distraction on you. Come at me.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Ratcheting up my aggression. Fortification in progress. They're benumbed. Activating energy transmitter. Combatant scan.
Agitators! Hopped up on sugar, no doubt.
Threat detected.
What in a sovereign's name? How did you...
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Remain vigilant.
Violence. Weapon ready, Commander. Hostilities are afoot.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Sorting for violence. I have a fix on their weak.
Y'all need to give us some space.
Transmitter down over here. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Güç verildi diyor.
Ain't nothing there.
Closer inspection. Some lingerer.
Transmitter
For
active.
export to the archive.
I'll take care of them, Commander.
Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Appears the only way forward is to skitter across ungainly chasing. Combatant scan. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Commencing hostilities.
Activating energy transmitter. Combatant scan.
Oğlum oraya nasıl geçtin lan?
Proceeding to attack.
You have my back.
The storage brick is on its way.
Görev ne diyor?
Distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize.
The processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The tremor cleaver.
Let's hit up the reactor next. I've got to see the heart of this beast.
Oha.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next?
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just say when.
Revenge?
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
a creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the
Yedek
reactor's
bulmuş amına
backup
koyayım
security
ya.
systems.
Appears we can... Appears we can adjust turret settings. Seal those doors from reinforcements. Open caches for health supplies or weapons. Could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
Bunker mech.
Increase no hesitation. I see functioning selflessly without complaint.
Target analyzed. Mitigating the threat. Taking the bite out of them.
You might couldn't hit the bro. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Style eliminated!
Take the load off.
Adversary vulnerability. Energy transmitter active. Negative. Recharge incomplete. Need to finish recharging first.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Guns locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Combat.
Combatant scan. Take umbrage.
Biz nereden geldik? Amına koyayım.
Here I'd worried our data brick wouldn't arrive. Hostilities are afoot. I have a fix on those weaknesses. Purificator at ready step. Ratchet.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the written processing instructions.
Looks like we could ride this down to get it moving.
Delikli kart dağıtımı çevrim içi. Sanki bu asansör gibi ama.
Activating energy transmitter. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Ay sikeyim ya.
ways to die here. Careful.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The Rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter.
Her damına koyayım.
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned,
Bring every single last bit out of consumers.
make the paradigm real. Workarounds failing. Error.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go. Tough call. With the Sovereignist priority set, you know your interests are first. But the Actuationalist set will keep you honest, i.e. human.
I don't fancy leaving the Profitless in charge. And it can't be the Sovereignists neither, that's for damn sure. Guess that leaves the original priority set.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Priority control access nook. Huh. Sounds like my idea of a good time. Let's check it out.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan.
Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Multitude diversiform. Sponge. Stop and consider. What would your name? Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill. Vandalism. Sabotage. Wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad?
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business call. Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say?
Restoring power.
Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Time to process the Rift data. Finally.
Shall I proceed?
There's no way the Order or Auntie's Choice would ally with us in the future if we destroyed the archive. Seemed worth mentioning.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. Ah yes, processing estimates for subsequent tasks. Error noted. Core temperature exceeding advised parameters. Catastrophic meltdown imminent. Rift data processing complete. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data, the Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental error. Catastrophic.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. Seems prudent.
Yeah.
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
Ay ananı. Bu arada ne verdi la bize?
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the... While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift module. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to that is a correct. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. Acknowledge.
Lan doğru mu geldik? İşte bakmadım ha.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, hypothesizing.
But to what end is he working here? The consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
Fortunately, the Providence is not equipped with exterior weaponry. If you can reach the ship, this unit urges moving quickly. The rift is growing.
I can foresee a few likely instances where you...
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used. There is minimal room for air.
Ne diyeyim ama olmadı. Şunu yapmayı çok istedim de olmadı ya. Neyse. Rahat. Çat yapalım.
What in the interminable void are we looking at here? Everything that's been reconstituted appears maladjusted, imperfect, defective.
Providence identified.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Agents help.
Plan isn't always subtle with its warnings, is it now? Without the rift modulator, I doubt we'd make much progress here.
Geliyorum bekle.
Perhaps we ought to find another way. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Combatant scanned. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Amına koyayım sonra.
Mobilize. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Taking the fight out of them. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Energy transfer.
Örtün ya.
For combatant analysis.
Protocol not yet charged. Path benefit.
Unready. Fortification.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
A voice match has been found for Agent Pascal.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Agent Pascal is exhibiting 27 indicators of high mental and emotional
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? My skin. It's burning. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
I swear, by the grand plan.
You do seem... Everything was fine. Until they...
This woman was alive when the rift consumed the station. That's the key piece of...
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What? A rift? That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So...
When the rifts are inverted, that which was stored inside reforms
So I've come back from... You. You can help me, though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. How much time With the way I'm bleeding out, I ain't sure how long I can hold on. Then go bring the fight to those bastards. Hurry back, huh? I'll just wait here, Commander.
The Sovereign's ship up close. I believe we can safely assume he's not on it, or on that rover approaching the skip lab.
Potential combatant in the vicinity.
The rift has reconstituted more enemies. Engagement imminent.
Yürü, çatışıyoruz.
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Threat detected.
Transmitter down over here.
End ready. Exposure.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Warning. The rift ahead has absorbed plasma and should not be approached directly.
Suggest we scour the area. The scientists here were unlikely near the caliber of the orders. Perhaps they left something useful. Do try to limit further damage.
This unit excels at statistical analysis. It is not programmed to solve theoretical math. Equation solved.
Now we only need return to the terminal and input it.
This is Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station.
Rift neutralized.
Monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab.
Ne oldu?
The core appears to be holding plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
Confirmed what I expected from Protectorate scientists.
Self-preservation a priority.
All we need to do next is infiltrate the Sovereign's ship, stop the console, and obtain the rift modulator. So, typical day on the job from here.
Attention. Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard.
Hmm. Ee,
Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Fortification in progress. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Transmitter down over here. Fortificator at ready status. On their weaknesses.
Please proceed to Belt 2 to locate the rift modulator.
Combatant scan. Energy transmitter active.
This unit is rated to address any of you. Please make a request. Displaying.
Somebody?
Ne yapacağım anlamadım ki amına koyayım.
Unscrupulous criminal element. Please note that by entering this restricted area, you may be subject to mental refreshment, gory execution, and/or verbal abuse. Mental refreshment protocol, not found. Execution protocol, not found. Commencing verbal abuse.
Allah Allah, ben mi kaçırıyorum ya?
Greetings, criminal scum. How may this unit serve you until your inevitable demise at the hands of our... please make a request. If you are not a protectorate subject...
Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to...
Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Under these circumstances, locating the access credentials or proceeding by stealth is recommended.
Now to find the rift modulator. I estimate there's a 73.47% chance it's nearby.
You there! Are you meddling where you should not be?
Okay.
Combatant scan. Activating energy transmitter.
Due to the unexpected scale of the rift modulator, separating it from the ship
Adversary
is
vulnerabilities identified. Standing by to stupefy. Just take the keycard. I have a fix on their...
The scientist's belongings, including any items or information pertaining to the modulator, may now be acquired.
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
Each a vital cause.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Go for torpification. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Investigating hostile intentions.
Ne yapacağım amına koyayım?
Energy
Anlamadım ki
transmitter
ya.
active.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist.
Esteemed Council, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended. When used, every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to... The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not, and we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our... I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us well.
Schematics acquired. However, the information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute. Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date.
Just leave me be.
My calculations find this to be a particularly critical juncture. To deactivate the rift modulator, we must now...
Convincing the console to stand down may be possible through a series...
But if you push him too far, prepare for violence. I predictably am already prepared. Little boys like him usually do.
Before facing the console, it is advised...
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Your tampering with the rifts is against the plan. A correction is imminent, and none of...
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia, and ridding it permanently of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promise. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, greater train...
You're proud of your action?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the order. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was when the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive. She set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. That's the story everyone knows, yes. But surely you don't believe, only in the Matriarch's younger years, she discovered a crashed ship deep in the Earth. And in it, she dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, but it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance and... Listen closely. This is the work of the Grand Plan. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also... That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by... Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the great architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden? The only one who might be impressed by that little proverb is your handler at the Earth Direct. Now, as fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to witness, it's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it, so you say. But you've...
I doubt you've had anyone capable checking your calculations. You don't strike me as...
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this.
I am only doing what You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. A Raptidon does not believe a breadworm capable of defeating him, but he's interested to see it try. So try. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim, and now I've You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you claim. We are losing this war. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate. Proud even through extreme... No, there may... It seems we have a... Destruction of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us. No. A chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However, when the rift...
And carry the two. Yes, according to my field count.
This information is accurate.
Let me be clear. I will give you time to vacate the ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift myself. You are right. Arcadia will find its way without me. Think what you wish of me, but...
Yes, you always...
I don't begrudge. Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
Unlikely. Once the console has flown the ship into the rift.
Geberdiler.
So when the console was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic, he chose to save Arcadia by closing the rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her. Following the rigors of the extensive mission, Niles ultimately and tearfully Niles remained torn about the Earth Directorate and his place in it. His victory at the reconstituted Niles slipped away from the incognito, forced to think for themselves after a lifetime of luxurious certainty. Protectorate hardliners banded together. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment, in a placid and compliant state. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for free markets, with unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one. The Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years, all of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique... But through it all, and to this day, Earth has...
Evet, bir oyunumuzun daha sonuna geliyoruz. Bir sonraki görevlerde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın, sağlıcakla kalın.
I calculate, but if you push him too far, prepare for violence. I see.
You're so passionately delivered. And yes, you are a relic of an impotent institution. Propelled. But now you're here, scurrying around. I was able to buy the time to it. When the matriarch discovered the first skip.
Emergency protocols ready.
Energy transmitter active. Back and scan.
Access number.
Field calculations suggest the rift will soon completely destabilize. The rift modulator can be utilized to stop it, but the only way to do so.
This unit is not programmed to contemplate the oblivion that self-destructing is not permitted by this unit's programming.
Well, look at you, Commander, stepping up. Didn't reckon you had it in you. All right, between these and the processed rift data, I'm sure someone can science up modulate.
Acknowledged. Preserving the...
Yine mi aynısıydı?
And so in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives. Vigilant Hogo having to follow it, not forced sovereign, despite meanwhile all of the but through it.
Hiçbir şey değişmemiş. Evet, bir sonraki oyunlarda görüşmek üzere.